Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Oh boy. We're changing it up tonight. We're playing some Final Fantasy tonight. It was just gonna work out this way better because I don't have any races tonight and I didn't see any on SimGrid that I wanted to join, so here we are. And why is this not sitting flat? Oh boy. Probably because I'm missing a foot. Okay. Yeah, so we're I'm doing some MSQ, main story quests. Just something to fill the time for tonight. I don't believe there's any big races going on tonight. There were a couple races out today that people were thinking about doing, or that I thought about doing, but they were way too early in the morning. Yeah, so I'm just looking over here at Discord for a second. Yeah. Alright, so let's get right into it. I've already kind of started a couple of quests, but we'll get going with it. Turn the game volume on. Here we go. Hope everybody's doing alright this weekend. Nothing major going on, you know. Everybody's happy. Here we are, Nautonus. The Neos will take us to Calamelios Zephoros, the western island. That's it right there, looming large over us. Step this way and we can soon admire the views from above. Okay. I don't expect this stream to gain any traction because it's not really a game people, play or enjoy playing. But I'm gonna enjoy it.
I present to you Calamelios Zephoros. Here you will find a number of testing facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poiton Oikos. Right then. Let's begin by... Well, well. An Arrhaeus. How delightful.
And what, pray tell, is that?
Ah, that's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago. Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept. At first, they were largely orthodox, consideration given to such things as size and environmental impact. And then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight, another superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but in the end I couldn't deny their passion. And here we are.
That was too close. Are you unharmed? Well now, if it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
Banar, that we should meet you here.
Heidelin.
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work.
Yes, Candy, I am Zaf.
Vanar is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
It has been a while, Hythlodaeus. You look well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Less so, Emmet Selk. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number. A shame for one so young.
You know, I
You must make an
kind
effort
of
to
figured
frown less often.
it's time to complete this, you know?
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
How is he, if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so inclined.
Oh, you know I am. Now then, you are? I say, have you perchance come from the future? I do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you. Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
Do-do-do-do.
I see you are not ignorant to its presence. And while there are many protective spells, the one you bear is unmistakably mine.
Of course it is.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
So, your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours.
Mm-hmm. Alternate universe.
How very exciting. I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown, and there's naught more unknown than the future.
That is true.
Until a moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed foreknowledge, so you needn't worry for us. More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest. Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself. As a representative of the Convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
Why don't we move to a place more conducive to calm conversation? I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest. If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos.
Poiton Oikos.
We were meant to meet. I am certain of it.
Sure.
Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly, and sent you unto myself in the past. It's precisely the sort of mischief I would get up to. And quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
My apologies, but before we move along, a colleague has tasked me with a matter which I'd rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept, engraved crystal, and the quick-fingered Aureus which made off with it. An Aureus, you say? I think we might have seen the culprit before, being distracted by that business with the shark. Would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That would, of course, lead us to the Aureus. There is no guarantee that it has dropped or stashed away the crystal you seek. Please, even that much would be enormously helpful. While you are hunting down the thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest floor just in case. Could I ask you to join the search? I would appreciate another pair of eyes to cover the land to the west of here. What's my inventory? What you talking about, Willis? I'm a bit of a hoarder. Yeah. Just a little bit of a hoarder. Oh boy. Yeah, my retainer's inventory isn't much different than my own personal inventory. Actually, hold on. Let me move this. Where is it? Let's move me here. There we go. Then we're gonna hide that. There we go. Yes, I do. I use a ultra wide 1440p. But one of my games, it's best to have the camera literally right in the center, so you can see pretty much everything. Wonderful. Now we can focus on the tail without that missing concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had a knack for finding things? Fetch quests. They're breaking the fourth wall. And you kind of have to use wide screens when you're playing racing games. Long ago, we held a seat as I was forever trekked back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's problems, of course. Naturally, we need for such journeys has lessened considerably since I entrust the position of my whimsical successor. Yeah, I mean, it allows you to see a little bit more off to the sides than you would normally on a standard screen. So I enjoy it. Especially when it comes to racing and you need that extra peripheral vision. That's what brings me to Elpis. In fact, many times has my presence been requested, my opinion sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Alright, let's continue on. I bet my skill bars look all cluttered compared to yours. Welcome to my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home while I put on some tea. But
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
the cinematics are brought back down to the, what is it, 19 by 9 or whatever.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
No. Mankind is being... which one? Clinical one of those fallen world. I feel this is more appropriate. The world is being sundered, broken into shards.
Why don't you start from the beginning? Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Vanar?
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Heidelin? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower. That it's of import to your mission is plain. But your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future whence he came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True, true. I note also that Heidelin did not specify a point in time to which he must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Of course we don't.
Hardly any. But we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Of course.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Hydaelyn is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman.
But you were.
To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable?
'Cause you're Emmett Selk?
Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me.
But you did.
But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren.
But you did.
You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Congratulations.
Wait!
Congratulations, we just created the Emmett Selk of the future.
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
Dynamis is the key to all of this. Hermes and Meteion are somehow involved. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. I like being straight to the point.
Ah yes, the energy distinct from ether. Though not my field, I have a basic understanding of Dynamis. And you say Hermes researched the phenomenon in the course of creating Meteion? Yes, I believe this warrants further investigation. With that settled, it is time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Now suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest.
Let me see if my other mic is acting up right now. I can't
Have faith.
currently hear it. Why
If
can I
Emmet
not
Selk
currently
is the
hear
man
it?
Azam described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Alright. Okay. Give me 1 second. Switching over to the other mic. Alrighty, there we go. Let's see how long this takes before it decides to screw itself up. This mic sounds so much better when it works. Shall we begin our investigations then? I am acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief overseer of Elpis. Of the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Thus I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. The observers who live here can surely tell us more of Hermes and Meteon. Okay. Ba-da-ba-boo. Hello. Question for me? Well, I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel at any pending duty finder registration. Begin asking questions. Yes. Greetings, my friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes and was wondering if you might indulge him. Certainly. Anything to be of service? What do you wish to know? What are Hermes' interests? Well, he's an authority on flying life forms and has expansive knowledge of living creatures in general. Is that what you wish to know? How would you describe him as a person, as a colleague? He's a quiet man, reserved, you might say, and occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. I can see that. His reticent nature, however, does not prevent him from carrying out his duties as chief overseer. Sorry. Hope that answers your question. Was there anything else? How long has Meteon been here? Can't rightly say. As the chief's personal creation, Meteon has not been subjected to observation and study like other concepts. So one day she was simply there. And what do you make of her abilities? I understand that she is a highly unusual familiar, able to read emotions and communicate directly with others' minds. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is a mystery to me. And it's a mystery to everybody. apologies. I wish I could explain her nature in more depth, but I have not had occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermits. Do you wish you knew him better, or do you trust him? I'm big on trying to trust people. I beg your pardon. I've known Chief Hermes for many years, though I cannot say we are close. He has never withheld information to the detriment of our duties, if that is what you mean. But forgive us, we've seen to have veered slightly off course here. Is there perhaps someone else who could tell us more about Medium? That would be Tamios. He has a similar expertise in flying concept and is more than eager to discuss the subject. You'll find him conducting his observations on the banks of the stream somewhere to the east. Oh, and unless you take a particular joy in rambling discourse, I suggest you keep your questions concise. Boy, do I know somebody like that in real life. We shall keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and your insight. Think nothing of it. If there is aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. Alright, moving on. I need to talk to you. Our investigation is off to a fine start, wouldn't you agree? From here, I propose that we split up and shall continue inquiries with the resident observers. You could track down the colleague instantly mentioned, although I felt compelled to take the reins of that previous conversation. Your fearless style of interrogation will eventually lead you to the answers you seek. Excuse me for asking direct to the point questions. Man, nobody can enjoy a good interrogation anymore. That's horrible. Nobody enjoys a good interrogation anymore. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. I want them answered immediately, and I want them answered intelligently. Do you understand? So what is it you wish to speak about? Is it true you're an expert on flying creations? A fellow enthusiast, are you? Well, settle in, and we can discuss the finer points of this fascinating craft. My deep and abiding love for alien artistry can be tracked back to when I was a young boy, yep. I asked the wrong question. Launches into rambling and unstoppable discourse. And thus did I secure the observer's role here in Elephant's last realized childhood ambition. Oh god. An abridged recounting of events, as was doubtless to your disappointment. Is there any specific part you would like me to expand on upon? You were hoping for my opinion. Why didn't you say so? Oh, jeez. Those beings which saw through the sky, through the clouds, majestic and graceful as ever. Ever a favorite of creators. Even now, so many varieties of existence and the flood of newly imagined concepts continue abated. What sets the Chief's creations apart, however, is how they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that climb so high that they disappear from view, others which traverse the boundless skies in moments, and all without riding the currents. I know of none save he who could conceive such marvels. Even we who prize elegance from above all else are dumbfounded by his genius. My opinion of that matter would be superficial at best. Despite my admiration for Medion as a concept, I have never delved too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I know that she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise her abilities are a mystery to me. If Chief Hermes should choose to submit Medion's concept to the Bureau of Architect, then will the design be registered for public scrutiny? Analyzing a colleague's creation before that step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if you came to me, a fellow artisan, looking for advice, that would be entirely different story. I could tell you more of Medion's nature if you like. Dynamis Enteleches. Those terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was there not a flower made here in Elpis which exhibited properties of one or the other? It must be centuries since I last heard anyone speak of such things. Has there been a resurgence of it in interest? And why bring up the subject? I'm flattered that you sought my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of idle chatter. I really must return to my observations. Surely you have your own tasks to attend to, too. Yes, I do. Having fun with it. Good timing. I finished my own investigations not long ago, so have you any new findings to share? I see even an expert in the field had little understanding of Medion's capabilities, let alone any awareness of Dynamis. Ooh, jeez. Why am I yawning so much? My questions resulted in much of the same answers. Hermes' colleagues view Medion as a personal project and could provide no details beyond those which you just told me, which leads me to believe that the only person with any significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Of course. Yes, we've made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach a definitive conclusion. Okay. At present, the strongest link we have to the final days is the power of Dynamis and the Enteleches, which can control it. Yet most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth, except for Hermes, it seems. Thus I am inclined to stay our current course and learn what we can about the Chief Observer and his familiar. And on that subject, that we are aught else of note you can tell me about Medion aside from her unorthodox method of communication? She and her sisters recreated a journey to the stars in search for intelligent life. There we go. Yeah, let's go with this one. I really wish you had mentioned that earlier in any event. Would you care to elaborate? So these siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search for deeper meaning. Thank you, though the mystery at hand remains unresolved. I feel you've touched upon a vital clue, one we should keep in mind as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to Parapita Crystalline. Not far from here, just follow the path to the west. Okay. I completely butchered that word. Completely butchered it. Nope, can't go that way. Looks like you can go that way, but you can't go that way. You must go around. This tower and the one further along are both parts of the facility where they archive all of Oedipus's observational and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected space, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we are here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lesson short and see what those two archivists have to share. If you could find someone to speak to over at the other tower, I shall join you there anon. Okay. We going. We gone. Nope. You have questions for me? Certainly. In just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. Okay. Indeed, so if you could provide comprehensive log of those behaviors, we should then have sufficient data for our official records. Official records. Records of officiale. Now, what is it you wish to speak with me about? The Chief Observer's personal research project, and by that I assume you mean Meteon? Mm-hmm. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes past without seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. I am afraid I cannot tell you exactly when Meteon appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Although I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galleon shared with me. Galene is my partner and a fellow researcher here at Oedipus. She was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Meteon Heaven's Ward, a host of them. For several days she would speak of that scene with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she has ever witnessed. That sounds like a story I should like to hear. Mistress Venat, I thought you had already returned to the surface. Permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. Pray do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hammy's research. Oh boy. Would you favor me with a retelling of this sight which so delighted your Galeen? Of course, or you could hear from her lips directly if you prefer. At present, she should be observing subject in Metabasosius, thalassi. You know, I butchered that too. Typical. Typical. I imagine you must find similar joy in indulging your boundless curiosities, even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star. Indeed they do. 'Tis a rest well deserved, and long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we prospered for the wisdom you accumulated during your travels as Zen. And what would Elapis be without your earlier academic work? The theories you developed served as a basis. Oh my god, why am I yawning? Of many techniques still in use today. Man is a creature of contemplation, but none embody that nature as much enduring passion as you. What about that? I would be honored. Well, shall we take this opportunity to meet Galeen in person? And allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives here. It will take you up to the skyward and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That would be most helpful. Thank you. Okay. We're going to take the magic door. Passing through, then allow me to prepare the path. If you need further assistance, there is always an observer or two on the upper skyway. Okay. Going up once again. I wonder if I jumped off, I'd die. No, you can't jump off. Rip. They have my hair. I was not told to expect we would have prepared an official welcome. Please, there's no need for fanfare. I wish only to speak with Jeline, if that might be arranged. Miss Galeen, of course, I will inform her immediately. But she may be engaged in a testing phase. You could be in for something of a wait. Should I let her know your business is urgent? That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she is ready to receive us. 3 hours later.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view.
All I see is concrete because I'm so short.
What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place? I swear I could hear the glimmer in your eyes and the adoration in your voice. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures?
Yeah, sure. So I woke up this morning and I went to the grocery store. I bought some food. I mean my character's adventure. Sorry.
Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans. But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveler. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Wah wah wah. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah.
Incredible. Would that I could have been there to see it. Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word. As you know, I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? Whence sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles, each and every one of us, born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity.
Really?
When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me, an epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true. and a presence without. Immense, yet intimate. Fate, perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating. How keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath. I ventured forth on a journey that very day, so very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning, and my purpose, my love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. The moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
Pray forgive my lateness. My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, I did. It was in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone, like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling. But then another shot up, then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Metea, rather. There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
But I want to jump off the edge. Allow me to jump off the edge. I wanted to jump off the edge. Allow me that. Oh well. Now, if we're conducting some mystery research, where would I go? Huh, what about that one? What, you've ridden him before? Your before meaning my after. Not at all confusing that. Jeez. Interesting, to certainly not unthinkable. Speaking of the here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match. Oh great, now I gotta fight. Demonstrating to him that you are capable of holding your own against me in a battle, and you should convince Argos that you are worthy of his back. And besides, I might even teach you a thing or two into the bargain. seem doubtful, but useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember, a memory of the distant past to cherish. What say you, traveler of time? Choose your battlefield. I'm ready for a fight. I admire your confidence. Clear your mind and prepare your weapon. I will await you at the clearing over yonder. But you don't want to fight on the edge of a giant ledge. You don't want to fight here. You know, where we could potentially, you know, like fall off and die. You know, that might be pretty nice, right? That would be nice. Yeah. No. No. No, you're not feeling it. Okay. Okay. No. Oh, why does it gotta be so far away? Why do you have to be so far away? Ooh, Aether Current. I'll be taking this. Yoink. Round one. Fight. Round one. Fight.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings!
Oh, come on. Oh, now I guess I know, right?
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings! My blade sings!
Stop! Listen here, you big shit.
Let neither side hold back. sings! My blade sings!
Oh, you suck. You suck.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
Please no.
No quarter. Have a taste. I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Prepare yourself!
Oh, you suck. Oh, come on. I almost had that. I almost had that.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings! My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter. Have a taste. I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Prepare yourself! We've only just begun. Come at me with your all. My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different. Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Oh, come on! Oh, come on. Oh, it's game over.
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will!
And I'm dead. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink. I guess we can try that again. Okay. Oh, that's so upsetting. No, changing the difficulty to very easy. I'm getting through this. I'm done. I'm done attempting. Even though I'm probably still gonna lose doing this.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings! My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter! Have a taste! I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Prepare yourself! Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Okay. Finished. Done. Finito.
Break your chains,
I didn't want to do it
shed your
very
burdens, and
easy,
show
but I
me
had
your
to.
strength of will.
I hope you all don't think lesser of me.
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough. Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you. One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, his strength was astounding.
Was it now?
As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
Mm-hmm.
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you. A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Hey, level 90. Time paradox. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before? So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me. There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved. Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
It's gonna be interesting.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture, possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No. I will think earnestly on them all, and I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place, not only for man, but for all life. Meteion, as though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
Sorry, I need to jam to this. This is good.
So, what is your opinion? I'm inclined to agree. As we had suspected, the two are somehow involved. Yet 'tis difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution. Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask for Hermes' whereabouts. Do-do-do-do-do-do. 2 hours. I think I'm actually gonna end the stream there. There's not much else going on other than doing MSQs. So, and this is probably getting kind of boring for everybody, and I don't foresee anything coming up soon. Yeah, so I'm gonna end it there. So I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna continue this off stream. I can probably get through it a lot faster and get to some of that end game content. That sweet, sweet end game content that we all know and love. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a happy, safe, and healthy Saturday night, and I'll see you tomorrow night for a doubleheader race with Trackalicious tomorrow night with the GT3. I hope you'll all be there and you'll all watch, alright? I hope you all enjoyed. See you later.